Chemistry in Context Final Project. Cocaine. Observation. Problem delimitation. Cocaine is a drug that has been causing too many troubles all around the world, but mainly in American continent. Countries such as Mexico, Colombia, and the USA. These countries suffer economical, social, and political consequences because of drug problems. The consumption of this drug has been increasing and making people more and more dependent. It causes very complex effects in people, and we will analyze everything in the following document. Problem statement. Our research question is, do people know what are the effects that cocaine can have in their health? Our research objective is to determine what are the effects that cocaine has on people who consume it and if they are aware of what they are doing to themselves. The variables that are gonna be analyzed during this experiment are the application of a survey, which is the dependent variable, and the independent variable is the type of answers that we get from every survey. Our justification is that our research will try to find a practical solution that will actually diminish consumption and raise awareness about this problem. Viability. Our project is sustained in simple surveys that are easy to answer and deploy. We are trying to explain the problem since its roots, that would be information. We will try to analyze its causes and what people think about it. Theoretical framework. Number one producer in the worldwide is Colombia, and this is the cocaine production process. Cocaine is a stimulant drug made out of coca plant. This plant is almost exclusive of South America. The first image corresponds to the jungle lab in which cocaine is typically produced. The second one is when some gasoline is poured into the bucket, and this gasoline is removed from the acid layer, and sodium bicarbonate or ammonia is added to the solution to make cocaine base. The third image is when cocaine base is filtered through a cloth. The fourth image is when the remaining substance is dried and it results in a purer form of cocaine base. The step 5 is when cocaine base is dissolved in a solvent, often ethyl acetate, acetone, or ether, and then heated in a hot water bath called a baño María. And another solvent, methyl, ethyl, or ketone, is added to the boiling liquid along with concentrated hydrochloric acid, which results in the crystallization of cocaine hydrochloride. The step 6 is when excess solvents are removed from the cocaine hydrochloride, first by hand and then using a hydraulic press. The seventh image corresponds to a part of the process when solvents are finally removed using microwave ovens, forming the basis for powder cocaine. The step 8 is when cocaine base, known as crack, is made by dissolving cocaine hydrochloride in a mixture of water and baking soda. The solution is boiled until the cocaine forms an oily substance that drops out of the solution and settles at the bottom of the container. The final product is this one, and it is when impurities such as water or sodium chloride can be removed after cooling the oil to a substance that seems like a rock. Cocaine is a strong central nervous system stimulant that increases levels of the neurotransmitter dopamine in brain circuits regulating pleasure and movement. With continued use, cocaine can cause long-term changes in the brain's reward system as well as other brain systems, which may lead to addiction. With repeated use, tolerance to cocaine also often develops. Many cocaine abusers said that they seek but fail to achieve as much pleasure as they did from their first experience. Hypothesis. Our hypothesis is that we think that people will be aware of the immediate effect that cocaine will have in their bodies, but they won't have any idea of what they are actually doing to their bodies. Experiment design. We made a survey based on 11 simple questions, which are these ones. Then data collection. 17 women answered this survey and 8 were men. 25 of the interviewed said yes to question 2. 18 answered no to question 3, while 7 answered yes. 25 answered no to question 4. To question 5, the most common answer is that it makes them have much more fun and have a very nice time. The answer to the 6th question were all no's. In the 7th question, 20 said yes and 5 said no. The most common answers were for the 8th question were mental damage, it makes your nose ugly, high body temperature, and chronic diseases. To the 9th question, 11 said yes and 13 said no and 1 said maybe. To the 10th question, 25 said no because, as in the 11th question, consuming drugs depends on each one and you cannot blame anyone else for your personal actions. The data analysis is that 28% of people had tried cocaine. All of them did it at parties just to look cool, and most of them don't know of any ways to overcome an addiction. So that means if they actually become an addict, they won't be able to recover. Our objective comparison is that after comparing our objective with our results, is that it was actually accomplished, but not on 100% because we didn't manage to prove all of our hypotheses. Conclusions. After discussing our results, we found out that people actually don't know what effects cocaine will have in their health, that it is very dangerous to play with health, that medicines can't fully cure this addiction, and that willpower is essential to recovering from addictions because it's an addiction, and you have to have a very strong mind to overcome them. Thank you for watching.